The same can be said for Kier Starmer. He seems to be making some very odd choices. Take the tragic events in Southport, Merseyside, where he failed to connect with the public at a moment of crisis. Compare that with King Charles, who, despite some unkind remarks about him, still made an effort to visit and comfort people during one of the darkest moments in that town's history. Starmer, on the other hand, simply showed up, laid a wreath and left. It's hard to ignore the contrast. Now, as the UK shivers through a bitter winter, Starmer, after barely 6 months on the job, is taking a holiday in sunny Spain. And while I'm not criticising him for needing time off, after all, he's human too, it's curious given the timing. Yes, he lost his brother recently, and that's a personal tragedy, but what about the people he's meant to serve? What about the people who are struggling with the very issues his party is supposed to address? Now, this is where things get really interesting. Starmer and his family, while on holiday, decided to skip the queue at a popular toboggan ride. People had been waiting for up to 2 hours, but Starmer and his family were pushed straight to the front. This understandably caused a lot of frustration among the crowd, many of whom are potential voters. I get that security might have been a factor, but this sort of thing just doesn't look good, especially when you're trying to connect with the public. It's the kind of move that makes people question your judgment and your priorities. What's even more concerning is that the Labour Party, under Starmer, seems to have resigned itself to being unpopular. They've acted as though it doesn't matter what they do. They're going to be criticised anyway, so why bother? As a result, the security team around Starmer has grown significantly, perhaps a reflection of how unpopular he's become. It's costing a lot of money, and for what? If they'd done the right things from the start, maybe the media wouldn't be constantly attacking them. Let's not forget, this is a party that's had 14 years to come up with solid plans, yet here we are. I've been told that those in Downing Street genuinely don't understand why the media is so critical of Starmer. If they don't grasp what the public is thinking, if they don't understand why they're losing support, then should they really be in power? And more importantly, after all that's happened, should Starmer really be taking a holiday so soon? Shouldn't he be focused on the country instead of retreating to Spain? I'd love to hear what you think about all of this. Let me know your thoughts from the heart of the United Kingdom.